My my refrigerator is broken. It's not working. I had to empty it out. I transferred everything to the refrigerator in the garage. Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, March 19th. It's almost 7 a.m. It's 6:49 a.m. right now. Yesterday at about 3 a.m., I heard a strange noise coming from the kitchen. A clicking noise. So anytime I hear a strange or unusual noise in the house, I immediately wake up. So I headed on over to the kitchen because that seemed to be like where the sound was coming from, and it was coming from the refrigerator. So there was like this red light that was on the door, and that little icon, it usually means that the refrigerator is open. So I thought, oh, it's maybe one of the drawers accidentally got left open. So I started like pressing on all the different doors to see if they kind of budged. And one of them did. It was like the freezer. It budged a little bit. And so I thought, oh, that must have been open all night. And so that was probably why it's making the clicking noise. So I closed it, but the light that says the door is open, it stayed on. So I took a picture of it and I went on the internet, and it said that the light could either be that the door is open or that the refrigerator cooling system has shut down. And so I'm like, well, how do you fix that? Because I couldn't hear any sounds of the, of the refrigerator system cooling the refrigerator. All I heard was that clicking noise. Like it was like, like almost like your car, like in the olden days where you try to crank the engine to turn it on, the battery's dead. So it just goes click, 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 click. And like at 3 in the morning, pulling the refrigerator forward to get behind the refrigerator to unplug it. I unplugged it. I waited the right amount of time. I plugged it back in, and the letters PF came up on the display, which I guess meant power failure, like as if the power was out. And then it said some other kind of things you need to do to like reset it after that comes up. So I went ahead and I did that, and I got it reset, and still it was doing the clicking noise. The sun is really bothering me right here. I'm gonna move the car. I can't handle this. I didn't realize that I was gonna be so directly in the sun when I told you guys this story. Then now you guys got even more of a problem with the light. Oh boy, I can't win today. Oh well, at least the sun isn't in my eyes, so that's something. Science guy came out and he spent over an hour and a half trying to figure out what was wrong. And he couldn't find anything wrong with the refrigerator. He said everything was working fine. And I guess by the time he came out, the refrigerator had decided to start working. And so all he said was that it's possibly he said either somebody just left the refrigerator door open and it caused a malfunction, or there's a short circuit in the wiring system, and that would be very expensive to fix because you need a new motherboard. And so I got charged $125 just for him to come out. And I lost my whole day of delivering, which was a bummer. And then, of course, and then he said that if I ever want to repair the motherboard, it would be about $2,000. So that's totally not worth it. So if it ever happens again, I'll just not call anybody, see if it resets on its own. And if it doesn't after 24 hours, I'm just going to go ahead and just get another refrigerator. So anyway, the refrigerator is old, so it's no big deal. So anyway, let me tell you about this offer now that just came in, this morning. It is from Uber Eats. I'm going to get $43.40 to shop for 29 items here at Sprouts. And it's totally worth it because that's a huge amount of money to drive. And I only have to drive 7 miles, so it's totally worth it. So anyway, I got about another 5 minutes to go, and then we'll head on into Sprouts and start the shopping. All right, we made it to Sprouts. Well, we've made it to Sprouts. I've been here for a while. So let's go on in. Let's be one of the first customers. I'm going to be getting just about 90% of all this is going to be produce. First item, blueberries, some strawberries, some organic gold potatoes, organic yellow onions, some bananas, some oranges, lemons, got celery and carrots. Man, there's a lot of produce going on in this cart. Whole lot. Look at that. Baby arugula, organic baby spinach, cottage cheese, pomegranate juice, ground cloves. One item to go. I gotta get a whole chicken. Finally, the last item. Okay, I'm waiting for the customer to approve the substitute, so I gotta give them a minute. They approved all the substitutes except for the cloves, so I refunded them that. Let's go to the checkout and get out of here. We've been here a long time. Man, that took a long time. I don't know how long I was in there, but it seemed like an eternity. And I was so lucky that a guy was able to help me at the register, because to scan all this stuff by myself would have been impossible. The shopping was absolutely brutal dealing with that one. Absolutely brutal. I can't even tell you how hard that was. There was so much produce. It was like a never-ending shopping list. And every single item in the produce section that they wanted was organic. And the only luck I had on my side was that the market had just opened. So there wasn't a lot of people in there. So that was about it. Other than that, it was very, very hard to do this order. So now I'm going to be traveling about 9 minutes from here, a 3-mile drive. And it's just a house. I'll leave at the door and I have a gate code. We're almost at the drop off. So far the drop-off seems pretty easy. Luckily there's easy access to parking and not too far of a walk. Next offer from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Munchbox and get $5 for I think it's like 2.4 miles. An add-on to the order, I'm gonna get another $7.80 to also go to Munchbox, and it's gonna be 2.4 miles. Well, we made it to Munchbox. Let's head on in and see if the orders are ready. I got everything loaded in the car. Let's go. Coming up on drop off number 1. Okay, we're dropping off one drink. And of course it just spilled orange juice on my... I better put this in my cup holder. I have a... Yep, look at it go. It's starting to drip everywhere. It's starting to drip. Oh man, did my microphone just land in the drop of OJ? Oh boy. That's the bag. Grab the OJ. Just about at drop off number 2. Okay, this is also just gonna be a leave at the door. Man, the work is coming in fast and furious today. I already got another assignment. next up is another offer from Uber Eats to go to the coffee class. I'm going to get $10 for, I think it's less than 2 miles. There seems to be a real shortage of drivers today because I'm getting so much work and making so much money for so early in the day. I'll probably just keep working as long as it's busy until I think the latest I'll go is 10:30, 11. Alright, I had to wait a minute until it was ready because that's the norm for coffee class. They never make the drinks until you get there. In the meantime, I posted another YouTube short while I was waiting. Just about at the drop-off. Let me grab the bag here and the drink. Get my butt out of this car. It's going to be a leave out the door. I finally was able to park for a minute. It got quiet. It's about 8:37 a.m. And let me tell you, this money is rolling in. It is unbelievable how much cashola I'm getting for such a short amount of time. I've been working less than 2 hours. So it's been really good today or this morning. And now it'll probably die down, which is fine. I need to catch my breath. That shopping order that I got at Sprouts was a lot. I was actually considering going home and taking a break so I can catch my breath. But you gotta go when the money's coming in. You gotta just keep going. So but the good news is that I don't have to work as long as I normally would have to today, because I made so much already. I could actually stop working today if I wanted to, because I usually like to make, like lately I've been wanting to make about $60, I guess, maybe $65 a day is sort of like acceptable for what I've been trying to do. Because I try to work and I try to be doing active work for about 3 to 3.5 hours. So that comes out to about $60 at a rate of $20 an hour. So that's sort of been the goal, the goal for every day. So yeah, so it's all just been going really good. I readjusted my car mount, and $3.15 for 3 miles. No, I moved the car mount, so now I can actually do video even further back, so you can see more, I guess, of the car's interior, which is good. I was able to mount the car mount onto the windshield way far back towards the front of the car, onto the windshield. And it seems to be working out good because the phone is supported not just by the car mount on the windshield, but it's also supported by the frame of the dashboard itself. So even if the car mount came loose, the phone would just fall forward. It wouldn't like slip downward or anything. So I think it's a good solution for when I am parked. I'll show it to you. Let me turn the camera around so you could quickly see it. So see it there? That's it. It's like, you can see where it's at. So that's where I put it. And that seems to be a sensible spot for it to be. $6.10 for 11.2 miles. No. So yeah, so I'm glad I didn't give up on the car mount, and it should stick real good now because of how it's positioned. So hopefully that holds out. And right now I'm parked in the same shopping center that the coffee class was at, because the drop off was so close to what is this circle? The drop off was so close to coffee class that I figured I might as well just come back over here and wait here for the next offer, since it's been so busy. And let's see, right now the time is 8:40 a.m. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about that's been going on so far because I just started the day. The order that I got from Munchbox was fine. There was no surprises that happened there. And then it was just as predicted at coffee class. So that was all standard. I think the biggest surprise that's happening right now is that the customers have all been saying just to leave it at the door. That's been the biggest surprise because today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays everybody always says meet at the door on Wednesdays, or I have to drop off at businesses and offices. So it's kind of an unusual situation that on a weekday I'm just getting all these houses and they're all saying leave at the door. Maybe a lot of people have taken this week off because it's the week of St. Patrick's Day, and people just took the week off just to have a good time, I guess. So yeah, all right, well, it's slow. I'll let you know when something else comes in. Well, the work dried up, so I came home, and now I'm going to give the dog a treat. Okay, doggy, here's your first one. Here's your second one. Woo! Here's treat number 3. Woo! And here comes the last one. Woo! Get it! Got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Albertsons. I'm gonna get $15.25 for 6.3 miles and shop for 7 items. The offers just dried up. After I did that coffee class order this morning, nothing good came in, and it's been probably over an hour since I got that coffee class order. It's 10:35 a.m. right now, and I don't know what happened. I can't explain why the work suddenly is really busy and when it's really slow. It never makes any sense to me. The only thing that I can I know it has something to do with the demand that the customers have versus the supply of how many drivers are out there. But I can never tell which is which. You can't tell if it's just a shortage of drivers or if it's just not enough customers are wanting anything. So I just have to just go with the flow. And so I just went back home and I just had my early lunch as usual, and then gave the dog some treats, and then watched TV and some TikToks for a little bit until this one came in. And I was almost going to cancel on this one because right after I accepted this one, I got I think it was like a $5.50 offer just to go to Starbucks for a real short distance. And I was like, oh, well, that'll be real easy, better than shopping. But then I was like, wait a minute, you're going to get $10 less money. You better stick with the bigger fish. Even though it's more work, you're going to get triple the money. All right, we made it to Albertsons. Let's go in and do a little shopping. First thing I got to get are some dates. I think this is it. Next up is Coffee Mate, the powdered Coffee Mate. I think it's this one. All right, I gotta find something called Barramundi fish fillets or something. I'm not sure where those are. I found it. They want 2 of them. I found the ground beef that they wanted. They want eggs and they want something called Colby Scramblers. I found them. They're Oscar Mayer Scramblers, ham and Colby Jack. They want these eggs that are like different colors, like some are white and some are brown. You got it. Last item to get is allergy relief medication. It's over in the pharmacy area. All right, I found the allergy relief. Let's get out of here. All right, it was an easy checkout. Let's load up the car and head on over there. The shopping went just fine. I don't think there were any major problems or issues inside of the store. The only weird item was that Oscar Mayer thing. It was some kind of egg thing with meat in it, and it was in the same section with the eggs. And then I had a little bit of trouble finding the fish, but I found it. And so now we're going on an 8-minute drive, 2.9 miles. We're gonna go, it looks like, to a business. Leave at building reception. It says Davita something. Let's go. As soon as I make this left turn, I'm gonna be at the drop-off. All right, we're here. I've never delivered to this place before. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. But delivery for app.
Your food is here.
Take it. There you go. Thank you. The next one from DoorDash. We haven't gotten a DoorDash one all day. I'm going to Papa John's and getting $5.79 for 2.5 miles. All right, I made it to Papa John's, and it's just, I think, a pizza and then like a liter of Pepsi, those 2-liter bottles of Pepsi. They just started the order when I walked in, so I may unassign myself if it takes too long. I unassigned myself from the Papa John's order because it was taking too long, and if something else better came in that's here in this shopping center. So I'm going to go with an Uber Eats offer, $7.93 for 1.4 miles to go to McDonald's. And it's just right here. I'm going to roll my car right over there and go in and get it. All right, so now I'm here at McDonald's. All right, there's hardly any waiting for this offer. I think now that my rating is down to 95 though, I don't think I can cancel anymore. I took a screenshot of the information about maintaining a good completion rate, and I think I'm right at the cusp before it goes from green to yellow. I'm gonna be going 4 minutes, 1.2 miles. It looks like it's just a house and a leave at the door. This was the right call. All right, we are here. Let's do this. This is gonna be the last one of the day. I've made enough money today. Okay, everybody, well, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching Vegas Ride Along. I am out. How in the hell do I get out of here?